Welcome to episode 413. I'm gonna leave it in there like that.
Okay, that's fine.
I feel like it hits harder.
Not only that, but it's a very good amalgamation, a very good definition of how this morning seems to have gone so far.
It's been a little glitchy. 413 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. Welcome. I'm Ryan Walton. As always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Which we already determined I was here.
Yeah. Did I say it already?
No, but I spoke.
Oh. Well, you know who didn't speak? Producer Gerald. He's here too.
Good morning.
There we go. He is here.
I feel like so far, everything's going pretty well.
Well, maybe now, if 9 o'clock was any indication, it wasn't going to go well.
The computer, my PC, my personal computer decided sometime between midnight and 7:40 Central Time this morning, it would perform an update.
Mm-hmm.
So when we start recording at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And so when I turned it on this morning, it's like, just doing my thing with the update. And that took around 40 minutes to complete. So we're late.
We're a little late. Actually, we're not late. Actually, we're earlier than we usually are because we didn't have the conversation, the prior conversation that we normally have. We usually talk forever before we finally get started.
Yeah, we should record that, call it the bullshit sessions, and just put that on a separate feed.
We could. That could be a reward, a Patreon reward,
because that's all people care about
is the conversation. Here. They don't care about the actual content.
I don't think so.
It's just us conversing that they enjoy.
So, friend of the show, Marshall 205, he doesn't have a very long drive to work, but he's had to work in Nashville the past week, so he's been catching up on shows.
Ah, okay.
Now, here's the funny thing. He's been complaining about all our conversations up front.
Okay.
But it's the only thing he talks about. So what does that tell you? He's like, y'all talk about grills and vacuum cleaners and whatever, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, y'all just talked about this for an hour, and I'm like, yeah. It's the only part he cares about, like everybody else.
That's the only part he talks to you about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the conversation up front.
Now, do you think people get a little let down that it's supposed to be a video game show and we end up talking about, we don't really, we touch on that. Really, that's kind of become like the back burner stuff, the video game stuff.
So do I think people are disappointed? Yes. But here's the thing. Not the ones that have been here and not the ones who enjoy the conversation. Everyone else, if you're looking for a video game show and you get here, you're like, well, I could see how they sort of call it that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's face it, our title and the description, of what we're about, is a little off. It's a little bit of a fib.
Yeah,
it's not entirely honest with the listener.
Here's what I would say, though.
Okay.
Hard to find another show about video games that will spend 40 minutes on stick vacs.
That is the truth.
That's right.
True. That's true. I guess we do have that market cornered, I suppose.
Yeah, when you think of because we'll talk about whatever up front, and I've said this before, but if you're new here, that's not scripted. We don't actually know what we're going to talk about.
No, we don't.
Until we start talking about video games, which is probably why that's less fun. Because that part is not scripted, but we have an outline, right? You can't just get on here and free ball about video games because who knows which way it'll go.
Right. Yeah. No, we definitely do have an outline for the video game stuff. The rest of it, we do not.
Mm-hmm. So that's, the moments just happen.
The magic, so to speak.
Yeah. I don't know if you can say magic. I think Disney owns the word magic when it's used in any form of entertainment.
No, Disney does not own the word magic.
Only when used with entertainment.
It's where you can say that's where the magic happens, for example.
Yeah.
Disney can't do anything.
I want to, real quickly, I don't talk about work a lot.
Okay. But you are obviously going to.
I'm going to tell you a hypothetical story.
Okay. Hypothetically.
Oh, yeah. I interviewed someone, hypothetically.
Okay.
Who came from Disney.
Hypothetically.
Who hypothetically came from Disney. And I'll give Disney props if I was to have interviewed someone that came from there. Because they did some brainwashing that I think is pretty good. Like, I think in the conversation, more than 3 times, the term magical was used. Or magic.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah. At one point told me the whole idea is to make the customer feel the magic. But not as we were talking about Disney.
Right. Just in general.
And I'm like, they did it. They did it.
But magic that's what Disney's going for.
And they did it. They did it with this person.
They brainwashed him. So did you hire this person?
Well, of course.
Because they were magical.
The magic. Yeah. I want the magic, so why not? But I just thought it was funny because I could tell it wasn't something they were trying to do.
It was just how it came out in conversation because they were so drilled into their head.
Yeah, it was just years of magic talk has led them now to say, look at that, Gerald's got the Disney magic pulled up. But it's a real thing.
Speaking of Disney, they had the Disney investors meeting this past week as well. Lots of good stuff coming out. Well, I don't know if it's good. It's stuff I'm looking forward to, I should say.
Is there a difference between good and something you're looking forward to? Because if you're looking forward to it, it's already pretty good to you.
No, because I have been let down by things that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
So,
but isn't it good all the way till it lets you down?
It's good all the way till, yeah, but that comes down to opinion, and I don't want to just share with people that, hey, this is, this is good, because I don't know. But it appeared some of the stuff they just announced, they didn't even show, but I'm excited for it. So,
but Disney doesn't mess up a lot.
Well, there's some that would say their handling of Star Wars prior to The Mandalorian was a little less than stellar.
I think, as someone who doesn't really care about that too much, I think people had issues with, not with Rogue One, not with Solo, not with The Mandalorian.
I said prior to The Mandalorian. So.
Yeah. So all of those things I think people were fine with. I think the miss was obviously on the Star Wars proper.
Yeah, the sequel trilogy, so to speak.
7, 8, and 9, right?
Yeah.
And even not even 7 so much. 8 and 9, right?
Well, yeah, 7 not so much. 8 and 9 they had problems with. I think what it really comes down to is that there was no set outline of where that story was going, so they kind of just let each director do their own thing.
Yeah, and people hate Rian Johnson now.
Well, actually, it's kind of starting to swing the other way, where people are like, "Man, Ryan tried to do something different, at least."
Didn't he do Knives Out after that?
Yes,
and people loved it.
Mm-hmm. See, of the of the prequel or the sequel trilogy. And this is an unpopular opinion, I know, but The Last Jedi is my favorite of those movies.
Yeah. That is unpopular.
It is unpopular.
Now, on a side note, completely unrelated, at the $5 store, I picked up a whiskey container that's shaped like a stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, my God.
And has 2 glasses with it that are also shaped that way.
That's pretty all right.
It looks pretty cool. It sells for about $50. I think you can find it on Amazon. I don't know how much it is on Amazon. On eBay, it's about $50. Search for Stormtrooper whiskey bottle. I think it's the only one because I searched for that and found it.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's something that they have a whole lot of different ones of.
Yeah, I don't think there's companies just banging out Stormtrooper whiskey bottles. There it is, the middle one with the black box. That's the full set.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't it look cool?
Yeah, it does look cool. Even if you don't put whiskey in it, it looks cool.
But look how the inner glass is like the helmet.
Yeah, I know. That's cool.
But
I like
it's normal
that.
when you pick it up. It's cool.
I do
You
like
could
that.
put Kool-Aid in there or whatever.
Well, yeah, you could.
Now, I think it would look good if you put like milk in there because it'd make it white.
Yeah, but then you got to have the black part too, because there's a black part on the helmet too. You got to have.
Well, that's impossible.
I know it's impossible. That's why your idea is.
Can we get a price on that from Not Wish? They got champagne in it right there. Wishes show up and it's just like my face as a bottle. Decanter Hub. There's no way that's a real place either.
What's it coming up with? $54.99.
Yeah, it's selling anywhere from like 40 to 60 on eBay. I was hoping Amazon would just have it. I got to think it's not licensed.
I would imagine probably not.
There's a homemade one from Etsy. Anyways, I picked that up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
I'm sure you don't. I know you're not much of a whiskey drinker.
No. Also not much of a milk drinker, so I don't know if there's a future for this thing in my house. I'm probably going to have to let it go.
You could put Coke in there and call it a dark trooper.
Yeah, maybe like a dark root beer.
Yeah.
You could put a Guinness in there.
You could put a Guinness in there.
It's like a dark, right?
I don't think it's going to hold very long, though.
Well, you don't drink it. You just keep it in there
Oh,
forever.
you just keep it in there forever. No, you don't want to do that either.
It's corked. You're fine.
No, I promise you don't want to.
So
Listen,
anyways,
take it from somebody who has imbued in many more alcoholic beverages than you have.
Which is everyone.
You do not want to just put it in there and leave it.
That's Dan's message for the entire show. You don't want to just put it in there and leave it, folks. Take it from a true professional. You don't want to just put it in there and leave it.
Yes, that's pretty much carries over as a life philosophy. I mean,
yeah, words to live by.
I understand
don't just
that
put it in there and leave it.
we're talking about the Stormtrooper whiskey bottle, but really, that's what we call a life lesson that can carry over into all aspects of your life. Don't just put it in there and leave it.
Also, don't be an asshole and be like, it's a decanter, because it doesn't say that on the box. So,
I mean, we can call it a decanter. I don't care. We can call it whatever.
You can, but don't come at me because the box doesn't say that.
Oh, yeah.
The box says like whiskey bottle and glass or something like that.
Stormtrooper whiskey bottle and glass set. That's what it says.
Yeah. See, that one looks a little more official, if I'm being honest with you.
It does.
That seems like a thing that was licensed. It looks identical, though, except for the top.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it has a screw off top. Mine has a plug.
Which I actually prefer.
Yeah, you're a plug guy?
Yeah. I actually prefer a cork to a screw top.
Oh, does that have milk in it?
It does have milk in it.
Yep, milk.
That looks so good. You get in there and Sharpie those eyes?
I guess. Yeah, you could, yeah.
Or some sort of food safe paint. Don't Sharpie your mouth, folks.
Hey, you know what?
Gerald's on a shady site.
We can, yeah. We're on
Called
Dude.
Well, no, I was trying to say it was where it was originally from, but it didn't work out.
Oh, the Foundry is what it says, doesn't it?
Yeah, when I clicked on the site, it didn't pull up. It wouldn't pull up anything.
That sneeze hurt.
Speaking of the Dude,
Yep.
I got ordained this week.
Oh no.
Yes, I can officiate weddings.
Was there a reason?
No.
Okay.
I just
didn't know if there was like
I just
an upcoming
stumbled
event.
across it, and I was like, you know what, this is cool. It is called the Church of the Latter-day Dude. It's all based off of the Big Lebowski.
Uh-huh.
It is an actual church. I am actually ordained. So I can.
How much was it?
It was free to just be ordained and print out your certificate. If you want like your ID card and all that stuff, it costs like $50.
I almost feel like you should spend the 50.
I'm about to.
Yeah. I mean, I get it that it's about the power, but I almost feel like you should have the credentials.
I want the ID card, and you get like
Yeah.
the little, what they call little dude fish for like, you see the fish on the car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, they have these with like the eyes look a little different, and they say dude in the middle of them. You get an official, like a letter of recommendation from the founders or whatever.
Because here's the thing: if you're somewhere and someone's like, "Hey, is anyone ordained?"
Right.
I think you have to prove it.
You pull out my ID card.
Uh huh.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how it says Stormtrooper whiskey glass bottle?
It does, yes.
That seems super generic.
A little
That
bit.
one sold for $30. Did it have shipping on that?
That was probably made at Etsy, too.
Gerald, you can talk.
Sorry, I'm trying to look.
He's into it, man.
I just want to know if that one he was on had shipping. That was all.
He's into it.
Where'd it go? Here it goes.
Hey, if you're listening, get at me. It's for sale. It's not for sale, but it will be for sale.
Oh, yeah, you're posting it?
Yeah, I'm going to post it. That one sold for $39. It's cool if you're a Star Wars fan.
It is.
Fast and free.
Fast and free. Life lesson number 2.
Fast and free.
Fast and free. Number 1, don't just put it in there and leave it. Number 2, fast and free.
Not to be confused with Fast and Furious. That's different.
Or hot and ready.
Or Hot and Ready.
That was nice foreshadowing, though, because there's going to be some Vin Diesel talk later on.
There is. We did a thing, yeah.
Some hot Vin Diesel talk coming. I just assumed.
Is it hot, though?
And we're going to talk about it later. I just assumed Gerald was hard as a rock when he saw Vin Diesel
No,
in a video game.
not that one.
Because I bet he was thinking,
I bet you were looking for Riddick, weren't you?
yeah, Riddick 2.
Riddick 2, Return to
3.
Butcher Bay.
Riddick 3, you were like, hell yeah, Stiffy. Then you realized it couldn't be more not Riddick.
Do you like the Riddick movies, Gerald?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Which one's your favorite?
Chronicles of Riddick.
You like Chronicles best?
Yeah, that's probably in my top 3 movies of all time.
See, I still like Pitch Black the best.
Yeah,
I like Chronicles.
One of
I
my
like-
coworkers likes Dark Fury, the second one, the cartoon or the anime.
The cartoon one, the anime one? That's
Yeah.
not bad. It's not bad. I've watched them all. Because Riddick is actually I know everybody's all, big and hot and heavy on the Fast and Furious stuff, but my favorite character he plays is Riddick.
Me too.
Well, that's
I like
incorrect, but you're allowed to have that opinion. Because he is Fast and Furious.
But, yeah. Pitch Black is still my favorite because he was still kind of an anomaly.
Yeah.
That's why I like that. Both as an actor and as the character.
He was fun in Pitch Black. Or Pitch Black. He was fun in Knockaround Guys.
Yeah. I actually like the pacifier. I like him in that.
Yeah, that's good too. Can we all agree Triple X the worst movie series?
No.
You like Triple X?
Yeah.
That he's
Thinking
in?
about taking mics away from Gerald.
The Vin Diesel, you mean of the Vin Diesel oeuvre?
Yeah. Yeah, of the Pantheon.
I would say The Last Witch Hunter is worse.
I can agree with that one. That's not good.
I really hate Triple X.
I liked Bloodshot. Bloodshot is not good, but I liked Bloodshot.
Strays was horrible.
Strays was horrible.
Oh, I forgot about the Wheelman.
A Man Apart
That's
was pretty
game.
good.
I know he was executive producer though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's that movie he did where he had hair?
Oh, that's where he played some crime guy, a lawyer for the mob or something, or a mob guy who acted as his own lawyer or something.
Yeah, what was that thing called?
I don't know.
Oh, it's not even on here. That's weird.
Life is a Dream.
It's gotta be. It's on there. It's called something that you wouldn't.
Is that Life is a Dream? I saw that up there.
I don't think so.
Because it was like blame me.
The Ropes.
Here we go. We'll go.
52 acting.
Find Me
credits.
Guilty.
Shout out to Find Me Guilty.
Find Me Guilty. That was it. Yeah. But
What's
yeah,
Vin Diesel's real name?
I just forgot he was in Saving Private Ryan, Boiler Room.
yeah. Boiler Room was not a good movie.
Oh, really?
It wasn't bad.
I hated
Boiler Room
that
better
movie.
than
I hated that movie.
Triple X.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I have a hatred for those.
It's like I wasn't a big fan of Man Apart either. It was okay.
My old
Now, his
district
name is-
manager loved Boiler Room because it's all about sales.
Yeah. I think that's probably why I've watched it so much. Not yet, but I watched clips from it. Now, his name is Mark Sinclair.
Yes, that's his real name, is Mark Sinclair.
Does he hit the notoriety if his name is still Mark Sinclair?
No. Well, possibly.
He went full stage name.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like there's no kicking about. Like Vin Diesel, no one's born with that.
No.
You know that. It's it's like, that's a made up name.
There's something for our longtime listeners. You could probably go back and every 100 episodes we talk about Vin Diesel and I bring up Knockaround Guys. Every 100 episodes you could find it.
Probably.
Yep.
Knockaround Guys is a good movie.
It's a good movie. Seth Green's in there as well.
It's a fun movie to watch.
I don't know if it holds up. It was fun back then.
Well, that's true. That's true. It was a fun movie to watch back then.
It's like Mob Kids.
Right.
Which is a new cartoon that Dan and I are producing.
That's right.
Called Mob Kids. It's
stop motion
animated.
animation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we'll just spend months working on 30 seconds. It's called Mob Kids. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really crude. Very
little violent. It's going to be a little violent.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Probably NC-17.
R minimum. Rated M for mature, possibly.
Yeah. Isn't NC-17 even worse?
Yeah, but no one will watch it.
Oh, the hardcores will watch it.
Yeah, well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not going to have that kind of stuff in it, though.
The one that like the naughty stop.
It's funny.
Stop motion.
The NC-17 rating, that has never been applied to violence, I don't think.
It's nudity typically, right?
It's always nudity and sexual situations that somebody considers extreme. I don't think, to my knowledge, there's never been an NC-17 given for violence.
I have a problem with the sexual situations because I'm like, who's deciding what's sexual?
Right. I mean, different strokes, right?
Yeah, me drinking milk might
American
be sexual
Psycho
to someone.
was NC-17.
Right. I don't think it was. I think it was rated R because it released in theaters.
Yeah, NC-17 is designated for like TV, isn't it?
No, it's a theater rating, but most of your
I don't think I've ever seen it in a theater.
theaters that are really only going to be around for another 2 months would never show them.
Shots fired. Talking to you, AMC.
Yeah.
You were on board for them last week or whatever it was.
What do you mean I was on board for them?
You're like, they're not going away. They have a place.
No, I said they had to revamp their business model.
Now you're like, fuck them.
I said they had to revamp their business model.
Was that Bad Lieutenant? It's hard to say if these are violent movies that also have nudity, though.
Bad Lieutenant is a violent movie that also has nudity.
Yeah, because I think it's the nudity that's
and sexual. It's the nudity that does it. It's not super violent, but it's very graphic as far as nudity and some. Bad Lieutenant's a tough one.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Wait. NC-17 wasn't even around for Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah, they went back and retconned them.
Well, that doesn't fucking count. The fucking censor board. Fuck them sons of bitches.
Originally, it was rated X. In 1990, it was migrated to NC-17.
Yeah.
Huh. Does this tell you why?
No.
Oh, yeah, graphic nudity.
Yeah, most of them are graphic nudity. I'm sure they'll throw in violence, but...
So I guess you get the uncut version. It's NC-17.
Uncut version movies. Of what? Oh, okay.
Always get the uncut.
But I don't think that... See, and that's a tough designation. That's a tough thing because... Do you go based off of the uncut or do you go based off of the theatrical release?
Yeah, that'd be like the deluxe edition of a game being rated mature.
Right.
And the other version not. That would be super bizarre.
Right. So for me, I rate it off of what was introduced to the masses.
Yeah. So it probably is tough. If you release a DLC story pack, I don't think they rate those separately. So you have to fall within the guidelines of whatever rating you initially received.
Right.
You can't do like a dark, gritty DLC follow-up to a lighthearted game.
Right. Like you can't
unless you make it standalone.
You're right. Right. You can't throw Link Zelda porn in the middle of Breath of the Wild.
No. Mario can't just start smoking.
Right.
As much as he wants to, he can't grab a pack of Newports and just light up. Because that's what Mario smokes.
That's what I've heard.
Yep. He's a menthol man.
He likes his menthols. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's fine.
Luigi smokes cloves. Strikes me as a cloves guy.
No, he smokes some cigarillos.
Cigarillos. Has Luigi become more popular in being unpopular than Mario is just popular?
I think so, yeah.
Like, people like Luigi because he's Luigi.
Right, because
he's
they
not
like
Mario.
Luigi because he's not Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. I almost made a terrible decision about that Mario Kart Live Circuit the other day because I saw it in the store.
Oh, you almost picked it up?
Yeah, they had Luigi and Mario.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should have. Could have sold it. But you wouldn't sell it. You'd hold on to it.
Yeah, I was going to buy it for me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I shouldn't buy it for me because I don't need it, but I kind of want to.
Gesundheit.
That's 2 sneezes, 1 show.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, we're rolling.
Gerald, can you work up a sneeze before we end?
No, probably not. I don't really sneeze much.
Make it happen, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, grab some pepper, give it a waft. Towards your face.
Producer Gerald got sent down this,
Yeah, he's done with the show. He's just looking at movie stuff now.
Yeah, he got sent down that rabbit hole.
A Dirty Shame 2004. That looks like a porn.
So the only one that got worldwide release was Showgirls. That was NC-17.
As NC-17. Yes.
Yeah.
Also considered to be one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh, yeah, not a fan?
Yeah.
No, I said it's considered by many to be one of the worst movies
Not by you.
made. It's not a good movie. It is definitely not the worst movie ever made.
Dan spent some lonely nights
I would ask
that
what
movie.
Yeah, I would ask what the worst movie ever made is, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with you and Gerald. So we'll just save that for another week.
I don't know what the worst movie ever made is. I probably haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm sure I like movies that people think are the worst movies ever made.
Gerald's right, though. There sounded like a soft spot in your voice for Showgirls.
Well, Showgirls was a breakthrough for Elizabeth Berkley in many ways.
Like, it's not...
The only
it's
thing...
not good, but it's not... Listen, guys, just cut it a break.
It's not good. It's not a good movie at all.
Her and that Gina Gershon or whatever.
But it was
her name
really
is.
Elizabeth Berkley trying to break out of her Saved by the Bell image.
Which I would argue is a mistake. You stay in that image.
Yeah. She didn't want to get typecast. I get it. Actors do it all the time. I wouldn't. If I was lucky enough to like be an actor, and they cast me as like the fucking stoned older brother, and like you played it so well, I would play that in every movie.
You'd be that guy.
I wouldn't need to break out. I don't need to do something different. I'll be the stoned brother in every movie.
You'd be that guy that people are always like, that dude is always a stoner in every movie he plays.
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name? Like, who cares? You're like, all right.
Stoner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't have no problem being typecast. Yeah, steady work, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like those dudes that always play like the Russian terrorists.
Yeah.
They always need one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your phone rings hard, you know?
Like in 80s and 90s, man. 70s, 80s, and 90s. Al Yoon. He was a stuntman. You don't know the name, but I guarantee you've seen the guy. He's a long-haired Asian guy. Never talks. Takes a candy bar in Die Hard as he's waiting for the SWAT team to come in. No? Not ringing any bells? In Lethal Weapon, he's the guy who tortures Mel Gibson.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I've seen him.
You've seen him. I know you've seen him.
But I don't pay attention
He
to
was
him.
always the bad. He was always like the bad guy.
That's like Shooter McGavin, that guy?
Yeah, he's always
He's
a
been in like
douche.
more movies than anybody.
Yeah, and he's always a douche.
What's that guy's name? Shooter McGavin.
It's Christopher McDonald.
Yeah, look how many movies he's been in. I think at one point he had the record.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that.
I like that Gerald pulled up pictures of Shooter McGavin. I forgot how douchey he was. He was doing the finger pistols.
That's right.
How many movies? Let's see this discography here.
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't have a number.
It doesn't individualize me. I go IMDb.
But look at that.
Oh yeah, I know it's a lot of movies. There's a lot of people in a lot of movies.
I think he's like 400 parts or something.
Could be. He's a working man's man.
Yeah, he is.
He's a working man's working actor.
He's just slowly building up a catalog.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What's his filmography
211
at?
credits.
I can't read it.
It just says 211.
211
credits. Mm-hmm. That's his filmography.
That's what he's credited for. I'm sure he's been in some stuff that's uncredited, but it's a thing.
Find out who's been in. Well, we're going to move on, but find out who's been in the most movies.
That's going to be such an impossible job.
I like to send Gerald on those tasks. Just search the entire internet for who's been in the most
You're a
roles
dickhead
ever.
boss, you know that?
No, he found it.
No, he didn't. Samuel L. Jackson has been in the
Lou
most
Gossett
movies.
Jr.
Lou Gossett? Really?
Iron Eagle himself.
That's a good movie.
By the way, those hold up too.
That's a good movie. That's not a good movie. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, man, back in 88, man, I was like, you know what? I can steal a fucking F-14. I can do that.
My favorite thing about this, watching Gerald search the internet, is when it clicks back and reminds me that he's in an incognito window. Because he doesn't know where the show might take him.
This guy has been over 1,000, credited for 1,000 different movies, TV shows.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and hit us with his name, Gerald.
No, I ain't going to try that.
It's already offensive for you not trying, so go ahead.
You can try it. I can't see it. Make it a little bigger. I'll see if I can. Oh, what happened there?
Hold on.
Give us money.
Wikipedia needs money.
Is that his name?
Yep.
Name right there?
The K. It's underneath the
Oh.
Kanganti Brahmanandam.
No, you got to do it all again. It's in there twice.
No, you don't. That's fine.
Brahmana Hadadana Madan.
I think you did pretty good, Gerald.
Brahmanandam.
Yeah.
I got your back because apparently Ryan's decided he's going to be a dick today since his computer didn't work right when he got up this morning.
Oh, I decided way
he's gonna
before that.
And I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm just going to put you in the most uncomfortable situations I can just to prove a fucking point, just to be a dick.
It's not to prove a point. Look, people like real life, and I'm giving them real Gerald right now. I couldn't say that guy's name either. That gentleman. I'm sure he's a lovely actor.
You're not in 1,000 movies if you're not.
Unless if you just start like a thing like this to see how many movies you can get in. He could be like a background actor.
That's fine.
Or a background talent.
That's
I don't
steady
even know what
employment, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know what the unoffensive term is for a background actor.
An extra.
I think that's definitely offensive.
They're called extras.
Like I'm just an extra.
You are an extra. That's what you're an extra. You're like a scene. That's what an extra does. They fill a scene.
So
they take up space in a scene.
That guy, not the Indian dude, but this guy, Christopher Lee, is who they recognize as the most.
More offensive. Saying his name wrong or Indian
dude?
Okay.
Indian dude's more offensive, yeah.
Just wanted a quick check on that real quick.
So Christopher Lee is like, for lack of a better way to put it, it's probably going to be offensive as well. But
Go ahead. Like, we're on a roll.
Like what people would consider an A-list actor.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably the most prolific A-list actors, like as far as a household name that's been in big mainstream movies, that kind of thing.
Over 280.
Okay, yeah.
Shooter McGavin was like around that number.
He was 211.
Yeah, but I round up.
Don't give a fuck.
Around right up to 280.
That still makes you not right.
Christopher Lee. Fun fact, middle name Christopher.
Yours?
Yep.
Huh.
Just throwing that out there.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah. My parents gave me two of the most generic names possible, Ryan and Chris.
That's all right. My middle name's Ryan.
Sweet.
So
it's like my parents were like, in case there's 16 Ryans in your class, we'll also make Chris an option since there's 24 of those.
Yeah, I'm you want to talk generic names, I'm Daniel Ryan.
Yeah. Gerald, you got that market corner. You're the only Gerald I know.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of Geralds.
When
my grandfather was a Gerald.
My dad's a Gerald. I have a middle name. He doesn't.
What's your middle name? Go ahead and throw it out.
We'll save that for another episode.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
You don't like your middle name? Have we said it on here before? Is it Dwayne?
It was. I was teased in school
Jethro?
a lot for it.
Yeah, why are you trying to bully him, Dan?
What's that?
He's up on him. Why are you trying to bully him? He's not ready to publicly share it.
Because you've started it. We got to know now. Inquiring minds want to know, dude. We gave ours. It's only fair that you do.
Yeah, show us yours. It's just one hit, Gerald. Yeah. This is how all those bad things happen to you in your life. Come on, bro. Everybody else did it. Don't be that guy. I think it's Dwayne.
It's not.
It's not Dwayne.
It's Gerald Dwayne.
It's Richard.
No, kids don't tease you about being named Richard.
Because then people,
only when you're in high school and you're like, "What's
people
up?"
will call him Jerry Dick.
Gerald Dick, yeah.
Jerry Dick.
Oh, Jerry Dick's not a bad name.
It's not.
It's not like a public defender.
That's what we're going to call Gerald from now on. Gerald, you're now Jerry Dick. Producer Jerry Dick in the house.
Neither one of us. Does sound like a radio guy, though, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry Dick on 104.3. That's what it sounds like. Jerry Dick is a human. He's pulled up, looks like several images of
Jerry
people
Dicks.
I assume, go by the name Jerry. Also, if Jerry Dick is an offensive term, we didn't know.
Right, yeah.
Jerry Dick of Flat Rock. There was a Jerry Dick living in Flat Rock. Can you see if there's an urban dictionary for Jerry Dick just to make sure we're not have to delete this episode?
Oh, an unexpected, surprisingly positive trait or quality, often secret, that is had by someone who is disproportionately negative, average, or lackluster.
Oh, it's when a negative person gets a little positive. He's being Jerry Dick.
Huh. Yeah, for example, who was that, Tom?
Tom.
Here it is in a sentence. Tom has to be the biggest moron I've ever met, but his Jerry Dick is that he's an incredible guitar player.
Would you say it like that? You'd be like, let me tell you what his old Jerry Dick is.
Maybe. Apparently, according to Urban Dictionary, you would.
I like that they've become a source. That's how you know life's gone right. When Urban Dictionary's become, we cite it all the time.
That's right. IMDb, Wikipedia, and Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, Wikipedia wants that money too. If you didn't catch that earlier, they want some money right now.
That's the triangle of life right there.
Mm-hmm. Let's fast forward to video games because you're welcome. See, that was me being a Jerry Dick.
That's our Jerry Dick.
Here we go. Here's one.
Surprisingly, we're not going to talk about video games.
Hold on. Apparently, Jerry Dick with a space in it, not one word, is a surprisingly hung uncle or male family member.
Oh.
So you could be a negative person dropping a positive comment, or you could be an uncle with a huge dong.
Or family member.
Yeah, with a monster sweet potato.
Yeah. With an ankle spanker.
Yeah. 3 tracks in the snow kind of guy. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's got an uncle like that.
No, see, I don't like that one.
All right. Yeah, we're going to leave that one out of here.
Uh-huh.
You could check it for yourself. You can just throw any 2 words together in Urban Dictionary. Like, on it.
Yeah. No doubt.
It doesn't matter what you're like, what you look for. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, Usual Suspects, Rocket League.
Season 2 started, right?
Season 2 started, which is they're doing the Fortnite thing, so it's no longer Rocket League anymore. It's now Rocket League Season 2, like the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
The way they do like Fortnite Chapter 2.
Right.
So they have progressed it to that. They've added player anthems, so now like when you score, it'll actually play your music. Choose from the music in the game.
So you get to pick it?
You do, but from the tracks available.
Oh.
So as much as I want to drop, Backstreet Boys every time I score, that's not an option yet.
Right.
I hope it's coming, though, because I want to hit that something fun. I don't know what I'd go with yet, but I want something. New car available. Everything else pretty much feels the same. This one's all based around music, though.
Oh.
And so the themes, all the rewards, everything seems music-based. The car is called Remix with a 3 in it, which is stupid.
Do you have it yet?
MX. Yeah, you get it for getting the premium pass.
How do you like it?
It's fine. So that arena they're playing on is hot garbage, though. That's the new arena.
Yeah.
It's like a DJ stadium thing, but it's all neon colored, and it's impossible to see anything.
You can't see anything, huh?
Nothing. It's huge, and you can't see anything because the depth of field, like all around there, is populated, and there's shit everywhere.
Yep. That seems right.
The worst arena. So just that for me. I thought about playing a couple other things, didn't go through with it. So that's kind of
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I did exactly what we anticipated on Sunday, so.
Oh, I know. I saw it. I was not even surprised. For those that don't know, Dan immediately put Cyberpunk in. I assume the second that he had it.
And immediately started playing it, yes.
Yeah.
I've only played it for about 4 hours so far. So I'm not too far in.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think so far?
I haven't run into any of the problems that people have talked about.
All right. I want to pause here.
I don't. Go ahead.
Do you think I would enjoy it?
No.
Because here's the thing. If you buy it, you could get a free Stadia Premier Edition.
Mm-hmm.
So if I buy Cyberpunk, I could get a controller and a Chromecast Ultra for free.
Right.
I just wish I wanted to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah. It's no, you would not like it.
Well, that's pretty definitive.
You would hate it.
Okay. Well,
as a matter of
fact. See that arena? Look at that. Not to pivot back. Look how that is.
Don't like it.
It's garbage. Everybody on the forums is upset about it too. So
yeah, I don't like that.
It feels big because the way the background's set back.
Right.
And it's so hard to see because the walls are clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got cars, especially like he's in a white car, when it's like a black and white match, you literally can't see any cars. You have no idea what's going on.
Looks like there's a big speaker on the roof.
Yeah.
There is. A big sub. Big woofer.
Big subwoofer, huh?
So at 4 hours in, you can't really give any kind of opinion.
I can't really. I enjoy it for what it is so far.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably going to be a 100-hour game.
Well, apparently, if you just play the main story, it's only like 24 hours.
Yeah. But who does that?
But there are tons and tons. There are going to be tons and tons of side missions and things you can do in this game. So, I really can't have an opinion on it. All I can tell you right now is that I enjoy it. I'm just not. I mean, honestly, I'm not that far into it for being 4 hours in.
Yep.
I've done a few things. I get to shoot some people. I've got to hack some stuff. I feel like hacking is not gonna. I'm gonna be more of a shoot people in the face and be stealthy than do much hacking.
Now,
yeah.
I want more updates on that later, but I got to pivot real quick because I had this thought 3 times and I keep forgetting it.
Okay.
So I've got to get it out while I can.
Okay.
Friend of the show, Marshall 205, purchased Man of Medan.
Oh.
So I'm going to play through it with him, and then he wants to play through it with you.
Okay.
And the good news is it's been so long removed, I don't even remember it.
I remember bits and pieces, but
so it should feel like a new experience.
Right.
For us. So I'm kind of excited. He just bought it. It was on one of the sales that's going right now.
Yeah.
I think it was like $9 or something. So
I'm
pretty
down
jazzed up to play it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I mean, I keep meaning to. I like 3 times I've thought about it, and then I forget to say it.
I feel like he watched. Didn't he share play with us one night and watch us play?
And he was probably sleeping. Let's be real.
Well, that's true, but
He was probably sound asleep like a baby.
He did share play though.
So the driving's in third person.
The driving's in third person. Everything else is in first person. By the way, you need to send me you need to send me the deets on that Chromecast deal.
Oh yeah, they emailed me.
Who did, Stadia?
Mm-hmm. Let me make sure it's still active, and I just get everyone's hopes up.
Yeah, you need to email that to me so I can check that out.
Make sure I'm not that guy. Buy Cyberpunk 2077 and get Stadia Premier Edition for free. That's a Stadia controller and a Chromecast Ultra when you purchase Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you need to forward that to me so I can maybe.
I'm clicking on it to see what it'll tell me.
See if I can get on that.
It takes me to buy the game, but it doesn't say.
Because I don't know. Is that something you just got through Google or?
Offer valid with Cyberpunk 2077 purchases from October 15th Pacific time to December 18th, 2020, while supplies last. Includes basic shipping. That's all it says.
Like, who sent that to you? Stadia themselves?
Yeah, correct.
I'm on the website. You can still get it. It's on here.
Okay. You still want me to forward it to you?
What website? Is it just Stadia website?
I'm on the Stadia Cyberpunk.
Okay.
You still want me to...
I kind of wish I'd have known about that.
You still want me to send that to you, or are you going to get it from the site?
Go ahead and send it to me, just so I can verify and all
How
that.
riveting do you think this audio is? Just out of curiosity, us sending emails to each other on an audio podcast.
Yes.
Yes and yes. All right,
yes and yes.
But yeah, that's a super good deal, and it's got me thinking I'll play Cyberpunk to get another Chromecast and controller.
You won't like Cyberpunk, I can tell you that.
What if it's my game of the year?
You're not going to like it.
What's the best game I've ever played in my entire life?
Do what you want, man, but you're not going to like it.
Would Gerald like it?
I don't think so.
Gerald, that's a challenge. Hey, Gerald just likes to prove people wrong in games.
Yeah, I know. I think it starts. It might. He might like it. I don't know.
Why? Let's do this. Why will I hate it? We got to talk about video games after this.
Why will you hate it?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it's first person.
Okay, that's a big check mark.
Second of all, everything is super bright neon. There's
hard to see in Rocket League. I've already established that.
Yep. Thirdly, as far as being on mission, once you actually get into the city, there is a lot going on, and it can be hard to focus.
I don't like a lot going on.
And if you pull out your guns, like just in public, the police will come after you. So you can't just walk around with your guns out.
That seems crazy.
You won't enjoy that. There is no. There's only when you're just out in the city, there's no good guys or bad guys. You know, there's no good guys or bad guys until someone has blatantly broke the law.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if someone talking a bunch of shit to you and is talking about how they're going to kill you and they pull out their gun, that doesn't necessarily bring the cops running. You pull your gun out and shoot them first, that brings the cop running, and they're after you.
Now, what if they come at you and you defend yourself?
Then you shoot cops and you eventually
No,
have
what if
to
like
escape.
a bad guy comes at you and you defend yourself?
The cops more bad guys will come because now all the bad guys have the reason to pull their gun out and shoot at somebody.
I got you.
Is what has happened to me. I found that out like on accident.
So I'll tell you, everything you said sounds terrible. I'm still highly considering it. It's not even because... So basically, a Stadia... Premier Edition Stadia for $60 is something I would consider without Cyberpunk.
Right, because you get both the Chromecast and the controller, right?
Right, and I want another Chromecast Ultra anyways.
And that was normally, when you first purchased that, it was $120?
$129, I think, and then they dropped the price to $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But now you get the game and all that for $60.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer, really.
See? Be stupid not to buy.
For me. I don't really even want a Stadia, but.
All right, the Game Awards happened.
They did.
And I'm about to run through it all in probably 15 minutes. You're welcome. But it turns out that Dan watched the highlights and Gerald didn't watch it at all. So
I watch highlights.
There's not a lot to say. Dan watched the highlights. Gerald didn't watch it at all.
You're sticking with that? You're sticking with that?
Yeah, because earlier he said he didn't watch it. Now it's highlights. I don't know what to believe. But yeah, we're going to go through it. There's nothing in the pre-show that I think I need to talk about unless you feel differently.
No.
All right, so I'm just gonna quickly blaze through these. Just stop me if it's important to you.
Sure.
Because a lot happened, and I'll stop myself. And Gerald, if for some reason the one highlight you watched is something I touch on, you want to jump in, and you can. Sephiroth is going to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yep. The next Perfect Dark game was showed off.
Kind of neat. It'd be nice to see a good Perfect Dark game.
Yeah, you'd probably be waiting for that. Back for Blood was shown off, and it's definitely Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's Left 4 Dead without a doubt.
It's Turtle Rock Studios, developers of the original Left 4 Dead, and Back for Blood is 1,000% looks like Left 4 Dead, and I thought it looked pretty fun.
It's probably a good time with friends.
Yeah. Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. Love the idea, thought it looked like shit.
Does not look good.
Forza Horizon 4 has a Cyberpunk 2077 DLC, which I thought was fun, but an odd tie-in.
I'm with you.
The Callisto Protocol game reveal, coming from Striking Distance Studios, the creators of the Dead Space series. It very much gave me Dead Space vibes.
Yeah, this one I'm a little bit intrigued about. I really like the Dead Space games. They're a lot of fun for me.
The name is bad.
The Callisto Protocol?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I like it.
I also like that we're going so fast that when Gerald gets one video pulled up, like when he scrubs to the video, we're already on the next one.
Yeah.
He's probably super appreciating that right now.
This is the first time he's seen the highlights.
Yes, this is the first time he doesn't know where anything's at. Warhammer.
If you need us to slow down, Producer Gerald, just let us know.
Don't be a dick to Gerald today. Golly. Warhammer 40K Darktide gameplay reveal from the team behind Vermintide 2. Fulbright's next game, Open Roads. This one I loved.
Me too.
Coming from the developers of Gone Home and Tacoma, Open Roads is an adventure focusing on the story of a mother and daughter looking to unlock secrets of their past. It is published by Annapurna Interactive.
You know what this really felt like to me when I was watching it?
What?
Is this really feels like 3/4 Home 2.
Yeah, but real?
Yeah.
I really got a good vibe from that game. It looks super fun to me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super into that.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I definitely get a 3/4 Home vibe out of it.
Mm-hmm. Disco Elysium, the final cut reveal. A new trailer for Dragon Age 4. It's a narrative trailer. You got anything for that?
We still haven't seen enough to know exactly what we're in for, I don't think.
Yeah. Shout out to Gerald. He got synced up somehow as fast as we're going.
I know. Good job, bro.
Endless Dungeon reveal coming from Sega and Amplitude Studio. Crimson Desert new trailer revealed back in 2019. Crimson Desert is an open-world high fantasy action game set in a large-scale world. It's planned for winter 2021. It looked like exactly what I just said. It looked like a open-world high fantasy game in a large-scale world.
Yeah, I gotta get. Are we kind of getting over-diluted with open-world high fantasy games?
Probably. It's not on the list, but the Swedish Chef is coming to as a free DLC character for Overcooked.
Yeah.
The God forbid there not be a Muppet somewhere in the Game Awards.
Right.
New Warframe content was unveiled. It is the Unreal Tournament Arsenal. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Season 1 gameplay revealed. Season was showed off, coming from Scavenger Studios, focusing on a young explorer finding his way through a world that doesn't have much time left. Also has zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies still a heavy focus.
Zombie people still are into... Well, developers are still into zombies anyway.
Gerald's most anticipated game, Arc 2, was revealed. And it's got Vin Diesel in it.
Producer Gerald.
Mm-hmm. You got thoughts to share with us, Gerald?
No.
No.
He
I love when he says no.
You knew that was what he was going to say.
I did.
The best part about it is
I'm so
that he
glad you
leans
asked
up.
because I wanted to hear him say it.
He leans up and
I love that
unmutes
he
the
gets up
mic.
there and he makes a statement and doesn't extrapolate at all.
He leans up, unmutes the mic, hits you with a no, and then leans back. I knew it was coming.
Makes my day every episode.
I would call this one of the show's more surprising reveals, but developer Wildcard revealed its first sequel to Ark. In the new trailer, we see a Nordic tribe. There's some dinosaurs, there's some hostile enemies, and there's some Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I would say this one was a little bit of a surprise. I don't think if you, when you think Arc 2, you don't think Vin Diesel at all, ever.
Yeah, it seems like a weird way to spend money. Now, the one thing I will say is this looks fine, I guess. I thought the fight scene could have been better looking, but it's whatever.
Right.
But they showed off a animated Arc series that's coming, and I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
The art style is super cool for the animated series, and it gives me like 80s vibes real hard.
Gotta
Look
love
at that.
There it is.
Yeah, it was super neat looking.
Yeah, it
and
does.
It's like glory and bloody.
Yeah, it's definitely got like the, like the 80s Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like 80s
feel
and
to
anime
it.
together.
Yeah.
Like they have a moment right here. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. And it's got big names in it.
Uh-huh.
If you can pause here in just a second when it shows you the names.
Including Vin Diesel, I believe.
Vin Diesel, yeah. One Vin Diesel is in there.
Michelle Yeoh, Gerard Butler, Jeffrey Wright, David Tennant. Now we're getting into Elliot Page, Carl Urban, Malcolm McDowell, Russell Crowe, and Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I mean, some big names.
Yeah.
So I thought that looked pretty neat. Elite Dangerous Odyssey expansion was shown off. It's the first time you can explore on foot.
Not for me.
Outriders. Trailer was shown off. The latest trailer from People Can Fly's new co-op shooter. Fist was revealed. F-I-S-T, which it doesn't even say what it stands for here, but it's like fighting robot stuff.
Yeah, you basically fight. You use a giant arm that you created as an engineer to fight off robots.
Yeah, it looks fine. Evil Dead, the game, was revealed. This co-op survival horror game inspired by the film series. You play as Ash and other survivors from across history to face off against legions of Deadites. And yes, Bruce Campbell.
I gotta believe this one's gonna be fun with your friends.
Probably. It looked okay too, I thought.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Forged in Shadow Torch is what FIST stands for.
Forged in Shadow
Torch.
Stupid.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Just as confused with Fist.
Should have just left it at Fist. I guess it doesn't need... When you have an acronym like that, does it have to stand for something, or can it just be?
Could have just been Fist. To me, they tried so hard to fit it in that I have more questions than answers.
Okay, good.
But yeah, Evil Dead would be cool with friends. Ghosting Goblins Resurrection reveal coming to Nintendo Switch. Returnal, we got to see gameplay. This is coming from Housemarque. It's supposed to be available March 16th, 2021 for PS5.
God, I hate that name.
Returnal?
Yeah.
I assume everyone hates that name because it's bad.
I hate it.
The game looks fine, but that Returnal is it has a gross mouthfeel.
It makes me want to punch something.
Like Returnal doesn't sound good to the.
I get what they're going for, like Return Eternal. I get it, but man, you put those two words together and it doesn't work.
Yep. A new game reveal, Road 96, and this might be my favorite game from the show because there was something so charming about this.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting to get into.
It's like a procedurally generated hitchhiking simulator.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the art style is neat, and this thing was bizarre in every way possible. And for some reason, I'm real into it.
I'm super interested about it. Yeah.
Now, it's a toss-up for me between this and the next one I'm going to go over because Hazelight showed off its new game, It Takes Two. Joseph Ferris, who people remember, dropped the F-bomb about fuck the Oscars.
Yeah.
They made A Way Out. This is Hazelight's next game. It's a story-driven game that follows a couple that was turned into dolls. And here's all I could think when I was watching it. First off, it looks adorable. And the second thing, I was like, would I be the girl or would Dan be the girl? Because I assume this is the kind of game we could play together because it comes with a buddy pass.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But it seems very self-aware, very comedic. The idea, I think, is that maybe the couple has lost its passion for each other.
Yeah.
And this is about reestablishing that partnership.
Reigniting their...
But it was it seemed super fun and like I said, very self-aware.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. Elder Scrolls Online new expansion revealed during the Game Awards. ZeniMax Studios showed off the Gates of Oblivion. And for some odd reason, I still want to play Elder Scrolls. Like once a week, I'm like, we should all play Elder Scrolls.
I know. We've said it more than once.
Oddworld, Soulstorm's gameplay trailer. I'm over Oddworld. Come out or don't. At this point.
I'm just afraid. I don't know that Oddworld's going to be cool like it was at one point. I mean, at one point, yeah, it was super quirky, but now there's so much out there that's super quirky that is this necessary?
Monster Hunter Rise. Latest gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Rise coming to Nintendo Switch. It is due out on March 26th. Evil West, coming from Flying Wild Hog, the same team behind Shadow Warrior reboot trilogy. Looks like fast-paced, over-the-top gameplay. Scarlet Nexus, with a new gameplay trailer. Bandai Namco's Scarlet Nexus. New map revealed for Among Us during the Game Awards. It was super cool to see the team win.
Yeah.
They won, I think, 2 awards. They're very humble. It's 4 people. Also, during there, they dropped a Jeff Keighley mask that you could get in a drop for the next 30 minutes, which I think is funny that people have Jeff Keighley mask on. And that was not something, according to him, that he asked them to do. That was something that they came to him to do. Yeah. Which is what I would say if I asked him to do it.
Right.
Jeff. New Fortnite reveals, in addition to Halo's Master Chief being a playable character, they also showed off The Walking Dead's Daryl Dixon and Michonne, who will be playable characters as well, because absolutely nothing is off limits in Fortnite now.
No.
On the PlayStation side, you have Kratos as a playable character. Also, you can get the child from The Mandalorian as Backpack Bling.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. Then we got Ruined King, a League of Legends story, gameplay reveal, and we finished this last one. You want to take this one, the one that you care about?
Yeah, the next Mass Effect game has been revealed. Didn't tell us much about it, but in the reveal, BioWare showed off the first trailer for the new Mass Effect game. Instead of taking place in the Andromeda Galaxy, we're heading back to the solar system to return to the setting of the original trilogy. The trailer ends with an unknown Asari uncovering a lost piece of N7 armor. First of all, she's not unknown. That is Liara Tizioni.
That's a write up from GameSpot. Shout out to them.
Yeah, that's Liara. That's Liara Tizioni.
Don't be mad at me.
a lot of speculation on this game. Liara looks, some Reapers, looks like some Reapers are down. There's some Reaper. She appears to be climbing a Reaper at one point. So there's been some speculation that this takes place between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, that it's about Liara and some others searching for Shepard while he was gone. If you played the games, you know. Well, I don't think that's true, but I honestly don't have any speculation on what it is about if it's after Mass Effect 3. So,
right.
But more Mass Effect, we all know I'm always, excited for. I like that one of the characters that I care about from the original is in it. I don't know if she's going to be the main character or not. Maybe you don't play as Shepard this time. Maybe you play as Liara or swap out between characters, whatever. Like I said, a lot of speculation that can be made that I really don't want to get into too much.
Yep.
I will say I do think it takes place after Mass Effect 3. Right there, if you look in the background, there's a producer Gerald showing the video. If you were to go back to that, Gerald, so I can show Ryan real quick. If you could just zip back real quick where she's climbing what appears to be a mountain.
I saw that scene.
Oh, okay. If you look in the background there, that's a Reaper, which is what the main enemies that were defeated in Mass Effect 3. So, and she's also climbing one. That's what she's climbing. It's not a mountain.
Is it possible that maybe you thought they were all gone?
Well, the thing is those appear to be frozen, so they appear to be, not still in working condition anymore, just what was left when they were initially shut down on Earth.
This game is far away, so speculate away, folks.
Oh, yeah, you can speculate away, but you're looking at some years.
2024, I'd say, at best.
Minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At best. And that kind of is a full wrap-up from the Game Awards. There was a couple things there. A couple moments I want to talk about. Obviously, the Mass Effect reveal was pretty huge.
Right there.
Yes.
That is a Reaper leg that she is walking up, and you can see that Reaper in the background. Right there right above the sun, that is a Reaper.
For a guy that doesn't want to speculate, it seems like you watch this trailer real hard. I mean, really hard.
And I'm not sure what this N7 armor is, because that doesn't appear. Yeah, it looks like it's a helmet piece, but that does not appear on any of Shepard's N7 helmets in any of the games. Mm-hmm. The only place where it says N7 is on his chest piece. So I'm not sure. And that is not a chest piece place. So I'm wondering is this another N7 that we don't know about? There have been other N7s in the lore. But, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what that... unless they just want you to have the idea of it's Shepard and his helmet. So they're completely retconning this. I don't know. So we'll get off. I could do this all day. I'll stop.
Yeah, like I said, some moments from the show. I thought the fact that they did the show was nice, that he didn't cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem super odd other than the fact that they had the canned applause in, which I think were necessary, so it wasn't totally weird.
Right.
He still did the musical acts. Jeff Keighley likes to do that. I thought the show went off pretty well for it being live and them using Zoom for the acceptance speeches.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you watch it, you will notice they don't cut anybody off. So they let them talk for as long as they wanted, and some people talk for quite a while. And I actually thought that was nice because they let them get their full thoughts out. They had a category for accessibility, which I think is an awesome category.
It's a great category.
That was won by Naughty Dog for The Last of Us Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone who struggled to play the first game from a gameplay standpoint, that was huge for me. It's the reason I enjoyed The Last of Us Part 2 so much. So for someone who truly has a disability that was keeping them from being able to play.
Now You finished it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, I think accessibility is even more important. I was just somebody who was bad at games. But there are
Right.
still millions of people out there who can't play games because of the way games are set up, and I think accessibility is a huge category. And that was pretty much the message from Naughty Dog is like, hey, we're humbled to win this, but we're more excited that this is a category.
Right.
Because this should drive people to want to do better. They spoke of Sony's internal accessibility team that is focused on that for all their games, and I just thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So, want to bring that up. Jeff Keighley had some sweet kicks on. He had nice shoes on. One thing I noticed, I don't know what kind of shoes they were. They matter to people, not me, but I thought he had good shoes on. And it was long.
I knew it would be this year.
Yeah, the show was very long, so... the awards kind of still seem like they don't actually matter.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a look at these shoes in a second, Gerald. They're blue. You may know immediately what kind of shoes they are. I think they're like high-top Nikes of some sort.
Oh, I hate Nikes.
They're like teasing them right now. See them?
Yeah, I don't know. They kind
I
of
don't
look
know
like
if
Velados
shoes
or
know
something.
what those are, but it was well produced. I thought it went off well. I like Jeff Keighley. They did this weird thing where they kept the lady who hosted the pre-show. I can't remember her name, Sydney something from IGN. I thought she did a good job, but they kept cutting her to show people using Instagram filters. And she'd be like, hey, we want to show you some more Instagram filters, so hey, keep posting. We'll check them out later. And it would just show like 2 3-second clips in the background behind her, and they wouldn't even really show them.
Oh.
It was because the whole thing was sponsored by like Instagram Reels.
Right.
And so it was like really weird. Like it was like Jeff was forced to put that in there.
Yeah. Well, he was.
In a way that it didn't feel like it was part of the vision. So,
yeah.
Did you search for Jeff Keighley shoes?
He did.
He also spells his name fucked up too, not like you spelled it.
It's Geoff.
Geoff. But yeah, it's the Game Awards. Love Jeff Keighley, love the Game Awards, love that it still existed. He loves his world premieres in a way that I can't explain. There they are. What are they? Genie Yang style. Oh, that's who picked them out.
Supras?
Shout out to Gerald for finding that incredibly quick.
Well, Gerald, he knows his shoes, man.
He found like Jeff Keighley's tweet of the shoes though. It was like really quick.
Well, apparently it sounds like a lot of people were asking, just like you.
They have a signature on the top of them. Not like signed, like made into the shoe.
Yeah, they're probably like for him. They're probably not something you can get.
They're one-offs. Yeah, they're a set of Keighley's.
Right.
Oh, look, somebody made them jumbos. I don't know about... People are so weird.
People are weird. You're right.
People are weird. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's a quick recap, but the Super Mario Bros. Shoes. I do want to fast forward to patreon.com/GameStitch where you can support us because we have a new member of the family.
We do. Welcome.
Welcome, Proud Nerd. I don't actually know your real name. I'll also be honest with you. I can't get into our Patreon right now.
What?
I don't know. I tried every password I used, and then I tried to forget email, and I think my GameStitch email is also down right now.
Oh, no.
So, I got your message, sir, or ma'am, and I will reply to you shortly. If you want to go by Proud Nerd, that's what we'll call you on here. If you want your Christian name to be read on here, we'll say that too, just like Zach and Thomas do. So you let us know. But welcome to the family, and we appreciate the fact that you've been listening for so long, and that you want to show us support, and it's huge to us. And let us. You can be as interactive as you want to be on here, so let us know. And we'll be revamping the Patreon soon because a lot of that's outdated. We're going to get a pair of those shoes, so we got to get rolling.
So you can get a pair of those shoes?
So you can get a pair.
I don't need a pair.
I don't really wear nice kicks.
No.
Not a sneakerhead.
Not a sneaker. I'm not either. I only wear Adidas, so.
Adidas, some people call them.
Adidas.
But again, thank you, Proud Nerd. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Zach. We love you guys. Text back and forth with Thomas a little bit this week. So good to hear from him.
Yeah.
And for all you non-patrons out there, we love you too.
Keep listening.
Yeah, keep on listening.
Because
Gerald, are you going to
yeah, I'm
check
going
out
to,
Cyberpunk
eventually.
No. Oh, look at that.
I
thought for sure he was going with the.
No, I knew he would when you said he'll hate it, because that's how Gerald rolls. He's like, you want to drop 400 hours in something? I got you. If we got Elder Scrolls Online, we just never see him again.
That's true.
Would you play that with us, Gerald?
We would all start playing it, and we would get sick of it, and he would just be barreling through.
Platinum.
No, Elder Scrolls doesn't appeal to me.
What if we were all in there, though?
No.
Because he knows that we would quit it, and it'd just be him
That's
playing.
right.
A friend of the show, Marshall 205, is 100% down.
I'm sure he is. I'm pretty sure I have it.
One of my favorite things about him is how quickly he gets on board for any bad idea that we have.
I think I got it. I think I picked it up for like $2.99 one day.
I didn't even pick it up, but if I do, I'm going to go all the way to the... I want everything.
Oh.
I don't want to even see if I like it. I want the full everything.
Yeah, I'm
so
not
like
doing that.
$200 probably to get rolling.
Yeah, probably.
I'm interested in it. I think it would be fun. And I think it's also the part of the problem we always have is that we play games where you have to play together, where that's a game that everybody could play independently, and then we could also play together.
Right. Very true. We could do that.
Gerald, you love Bethesda games. This should be you.
He doesn't like high fantasy.
It's that, so.
Right, I know.
I was trying to think of a way to I mean, it's that.
You're trying to think of a way to ease him into it?
You don't like Lord of the Rings?
As a movie, but not as a game.
He doesn't like the...
That's why I didn't play The Witcher.
Play those games.
Look at that.
Yeah, he didn't play The Witcher. Great. He doesn't play... That does look good, huh?
Oh, it looks so good. I don't know what it is about that game, but every time I see it or hear it, I'm like, we should all play that game.
Yeah. And you know it's not that good, right?
Yeah. I do. I do know that. It's free on Game Pass, but I want to play it on PlayStation with everybody.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think I have it.
You have vanilla.
I have vanilla, yeah.
Vanilla Elder Scrolls Online. We're going to end this thing, but what's the price for Elder Scrolls like complete? Is there like a complete edition? Is there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the Wiz over here.
Oh, my bad.
The Net Wiz.
My bad.
The Net Wizard. What's that $24.99? Is that just OG?
It's a gold edition.
Vanilla Scrolls. Oh, I wonder where that catches you up to. I would be in for $25 if that's all the way till this one that's not out yet, or that just came out.
That's probably not.
I'll do some research.
You'd have to do some research on it.
Yeah, I'll do some digging because I may also buy Cyberpunk
for the Stadia.
For the Stadia,
yeah,
that I don't play.
I'm thinking I might swing on that deal too.
Yeah, get another copy of Cyberpunk.
It's not about the cyberpunk aspect of it.
Thanks for joining us for today's bad decisions section. We could bring you this every week if you like it too.
Oh yeah, we sure could.
Vanilla is $10 at Best Buy.
Yep. I think it was even less than that for me. I think I paid like $3 for it.
It comes with four.
What are those?
It comes with 4 DLC
down there
packs.
at the bottom. Okay.
The gold one. The gold one does.
For $10?
No.
The gold one.
$25 one. What's that one right there?
Elsewhere.
Oh, that's one of the DLC packs.
Oh yeah, that thing's $25 by itself. Is that included? I'll do some research. I'll do some digging.
Do and let us know where you end up.
Yeah, I will. I bet for the price of a full game, you could be
You
caught
can
up
get all
in that
three
game.
for $61.97.
Probably.
What's that
Somerset.
last one?
Elsewin? Oh, Somerset.
So that catches you all the way up except for what we just saw at the Game Awards. It looks like.
You have to research it, remember?
Yeah, I wonder if you have to have those other ones, or if I could just get that last one and it would catch you up. I'll do some digging.
Yeah, but it depends on if you want to play, which side stories you want to play.
Are there mounts?
What do you mean?
Can I ride something?
I have no idea.
I like a good mount. Let us know. Remember, patreon.com/GameStitch if you want to support us. Again, thank you, Proud Nerd. Let us know how you want to be addressed. Let us know how much detail you want to give us.
Yes.
And if you have a shout out or anything else you want to say, we're just happy to have you. You got
Thanks
anything
for
else,
being
Dan?
here. No, I think that's it.
Gerald, do you have anything you want to share with the group?
Thank you.
No.
Hey, Gerald, also, you guys don't know this. He took full credit for Proud Nerd becoming a patron. And I said, do you know that person? And then he responded, no.
Yeah.
After taking full credit for the reason
He's decided that the reason they decided to be a Patreon is because he suddenly has been mic'd up to basically say no.
Let us know if that's true.
Yeah.
If Proud Nerd, did you decide because of this soothing no that Gerald throws out 3 to 4 times per episode?
Yes.
I'm going to make that my text message tone for when Gerald texts.
No?
No. But I like the noise of the mic getting punched right before. Also, it's the whole experience that I like. As he unmutes, I could easily spend $120 today on a Stadia that I don't need, Cyberpunk I don't need, and Elder Scrolls that I don't need.
Yeah.
Best thing for me today is to stay off the internet.
Probably. I'm probably going to have to go to that Stadia website, though.
Yeah, check it out.
Probably going to have to.
We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.